Hello, welcome back, and I'm really excited about this episode because I have the leg assembly done. Wow, what a tremendous milestone this is. So I'm just walking around and showing it to you. It's all glued up. There's Nova. All the wedges are done, mortise and tenons, the pegs are in. A lot of work. The shelf, I glued that up and glued up the leg assembly, and we'll see all that here. If you want to hang on, I'll show you how I got to this point. It was a lot of fun. So the first thing I did was make the through mortises on the trestle ties. Here's just a few seconds of that. I used the hollow chisel mortiser to get the bulk of the material out and cleaned it up with chisels. This was painful. There was 4 of them to do, and I found it quite difficult. But I got there. And so here's some of the handwork to finish those through mortises. They're actually angled for the wedges. And boy, I broke out my Rob Cosman mortising chisel that I almost started crying. That thing is so nice. I wish I would have used it earlier. I don't know what I was waiting for, but man, is that a quality instrument. I've been meaning to send him a note and tell him how much I like that and to complete my set, because those are spectacular. Here's a little clip of how I made the wedges, or some people call them tusks. Used the 3/4 inch black walnut and just scribed the line that I wanted and cut them out at the bandsaw. Left them a little bit long and used my sander to fit them when I got, when I took them to the bench and figured out exactly the size I could fit them to the exact opening. So that worked out well. Here's how I made the mortises for the through pegs on the feet. Just cut from both sides and then cut the tenon on the legs separately. So there's a lot of cutting, a lot of delicate work. These through pegs were probably one of the more difficult things that I've done so far on this project. It was just very tedious. So after I get this bit released, I'll show you what it looks like. We'll take a look through the entire leg. So that was pretty cool. Okay, before glue up, I wanted to do final sanding. So it's as boring as it looks, but I got good lighting, dedicated light on this, and I started out and I did everything with 80, took all my lines off, and boy did the boards clean up nice. So I did everything with 80, nice and flat, smoothed some of the edges as opposed to doing like round over. I just wanted them to be smooth and not sharp. And I just worked my way through it up from 80 to 120, and then I did make a 220 pass just to be complete. So then when I go to get the assembly all glued up, it's not going to be so difficult to reach the hard to get places. All I'll need at the end is just a little bit of tune-up before finishing. So here I glued up the shelf and cut it this size, and I just wanted to get a view after sanding it what that black walnut would look like finished. And wow, does that pop, huh? Isn't it beautiful? I'm looking forward to getting the finish on this thing, but everything in due time. One step at a time. That'll be it. That'll all be for the end. But that looks pretty good. That's decent wood. All right, hello. So here's a milestone moment in my workbench project. Behind me here, I've got all of the leg assembly and shelf ready to go. It's everything's finished milled, finished mortise and tenon. Got the peg holes made. Got the tusks, the wedges through the trestle ties. The shelf is all nice and ready to go. I just wetted it down to have a look at how it pops. So yeah, big milestone. I'm gonna glue up the leg assemblies now. Now that doesn't really actually look like much, does it? But that was so far about just over 200 hours worth of work. I did also build the bench tops and all as part of that, but this is probably 150 hours worth of work to get this far. So it doesn't look like it, right? It certainly doesn't, but that was all rough lumber when I started, so we've come a long ways. I'm looking forward to the glue up. wish me luck. This all goes well, you know. Used almost a gallon of this wood glue so far. Okay, well that's it. Let's just take another look at where we're at. Next up is going to be the tabletop, but I do believe I'm going to take a couple weeks off. Otherwise I'm going to burn out. I spent 30 hours since part 11 to get to here. I thought it'd be about 20 hours. It's always more than you think. But it's been a lot of fun, and I'm really looking forward to getting the top on and getting this thing done. The end is almost in sight, I can say. Thanks for watching.